Hello, 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 and welcome back to Cast Loves Tech. In today's topic, we are going to focus on why having a case management system is going to be beneficial to your law firm. Because let's face it, every firm has some kind of system, some kind of process that they use on a day-to-day basis to ensure that they are keeping up with their clients, keeping up with the caseload, managing their deadlines, assigning tasks to paralegals and other support staff inside of the law firm, and all of that is possible by a case management system. But what really is it, right? Well, a case management system, or CRM, or practice management system, any of the likes that you would call it, really and truly just allows the firm to have one real place where all of their things are located. And those things could be, like we just talked about, client files, court deadlines, being able to communicate internally with the team, being able to provide the team with updates as to where a case is currently at and the status of that case, being able to have the members of the law firm support the clients by providing them with that status update. All of that's possible by your case management system. Now, if what I've said so far doesn't sound like reason enough to have a case management system or to get your existing case management system in order so that it works for you efficiently, stay tuned, because I am going to discuss 8 ways that a case management system would be beneficial for you and your law firm. Point number 1, organization and centralized data. A case management system is going to work the best for you when you're able to have all of your client and case related information in one centralized location. So to take it a step further, this is actually going to cover everything from client details to case related information to court deadlines to internal tasks that need to be set up, honestly, to communications within the team, within the legal department, or within the legal or law firm, or communications with third parties and clients as well. So to have a well-organized system really just works to the firm's benefit, because you now are taking ownership and you're ensuring that everything involving the system is well organized, which in turn will help lawyers and staff members to ensure that they can access and update information quickly, and this will in turn reduce the risk of errors and ensuring that everyone is on the same page. So, point number 1, organization and centralized data. I think that's a good enough reason. Now, I'm going to get into point number 2. And point number 2 is actually going to focus on time and task management. Let's face it, guys. Legal processes and legal cases truly involve multiple tasks and deadlines. A case management system really is going to ensure that scheduling important events, setting reminders for court appearances or document filings, and tracking the progress of various tasks is going to be in your best interest. And a case management system is going to help you do that. This improves time management and ensures the crucial deadlines are not missed. How many times have you been in a situation where you've been told by opposing counsel, or probably even told by the JA or the judge or court directly, that a hearing is coming up? You put it on your calendar, and you said that once it's on your calendar, you'll make sure that 30 days before you start working on whatever you need to ensure that you make that deadline for the hearing or for whatever deadline is approaching, right? And then 2 days before, you get the notification from your calendar that, hey, by the way, this hearing is coming up in 2 days. Guess what, guys? Having a case management system is going to curve this. It's going to ensure that instead of missing that deadline or working at the 11th hour to ensure that you are meeting the needs of your client, this case management system is going to remind you in advance, because you're going to have the system set up in place to be able to ensure that you're not missing a deadline, and your team is keeping you accountable on what tasks and activities need to be done in a certain time. And if you don't have a team, that's fine too, because having an efficient case management system and having your system set up properly, you are in control. You're in control. It's in your wheelhouse. It's in your arms. And this case management system just allows you to be at ease and ensuring that you're focusing on what matters most. And that's maintaining that client relationship. Point number 3. Now, if you are a law firm that has multiple attorneys and support staff members that report and work within the organization, this next point is for you. And that is improved collaboration. Now, improved collaboration really just means that if a firm has multiple lawyers and staff members that may be working on a single case at the same time, a case management system facilitates the collaboration by enabling team members to share information, comments, and updates on case developments. This actually truly ensures that communication is like above standard and coordination is honestly motivated among team members, right? So this is going to ensure that if you are a firm that has multiple staff members as well as lawyers that are working within the organization, everyone will be on the same page at any given stage of the case. If something just happens to the client, the case management system is going to make sure that everyone is on the same page and no one's wondering what exactly is happening. Now, even if it were something where, a particular case or a particular matter went to trial, and maybe there's a 3-part trial, and after the first day some things happen, some developments happen that everybody else on the team needs to be made aware of, this case management system will allow the team to all be on the same page. So I think by this point I'm convincing you that you need a case management system if you don't have one. And if I'm not, by the time I get through these 8 points, I feel like I'll have you convinced. I probably will even have some folks that already have a case management system really sitting and wondering if their case management system is working efficiently for them, if they're optimizing it to the best of its ability. And I don't really know at this point. That's going to be up to you to decide. But I'm going to go ahead and jump into point number 4. Point number 4 is actually going to be my favorite area to talk about. I feel like over the course of this channel, you'll hear me talk about this a lot. Whenever I'm consulting with an attorney or a law firm, this is something that I spend all of my time talking about because they're actually the heart of every organization. And that is going to be client communication and service. So this CRM, this case management system, is really going to ensure that your law firm maintains a record of client communication, and that's going to include emails, phone calls, and meetings. Why is this important? It's truly important because if ever another member of your team, or if you have someone that's assisting you just for a couple of days, right, and they need to speak to your clients and advise your clients of statuses of their case, this case management system is really going to make that come to life. Anyone that's within your organization, whether they plopped in for a day from like the beginning of the inception of the company, or they just came in at the last minute and they're helping for the day, this case management system is really going to allow your team to be able to ensure that they're communicating with the clients effectively and providing the right update to the right client on the right matter. If you don't have a team, that's fine. You probably would benefit from just having this even as a solo practitioner, because guess what? As a solo practitioner, you're working with multiple different cases on a day-to-day basis. You're a one-man, one-woman show. This system is going to ensure that at any stage in the game, you're making sure that every time you speak to a client or you work on their file, you have the right information right at your fingertips and right in front of you. You don't have to resort to going to your Google Doc or your Word doc or your Excel sheet or whatever the case is, because this case management system is going to have everything in one place. And in addition to that, it helps lawyers respond promptly to client inquiries and keeps clients informed on the statuses of their cases, enhancing client satisfaction and trust. Guess what? We want that, right? Every law firm, I would hope, to have a case management system that just allowed them to ensure that they were communicating with their clients effectively and efficiently. I can't tell you how many times I've consulted with a firm and their biggest pain point is that they're unable to maintain their clients that they have because they failed to communicate with their client in a timely manner. Attorneys are a dime a dozen. If you have a case management system that's going to set you apart from the rest by ensuring that you're keeping up with client communications, it's a no-brainer. It's a win, especially if it means that you'll be that attorney that every client wants to work with because you communicate efficiently. Guess what? This case management system allows you to do just that. Point number 5, document management and automation. Law firms handle vast amounts of paperwork and documents on a daily basis. We know that. However, with a case management system, you can streamline document management by categorizing, storing, and indexing documents for easy retrieval. Many different case management systems use it a little bit different. Some allow you to just tag different pieces of the document, and you can use various keywords to ensure that you find those documents relatively quickly. Some systems have something a little bit more robust. Every system does something a little bit different, but the case management system in general is going to ensure that you're able to easily access that information right inside of the database. And a lot of these systems actually integrate with programs that you are already loyal to and familiar with and accustomed to. So guess what? It's a no-brainer. You definitely want to have a case management system. And some systems even offer automation features like generating standard legal documents, which can save time and honestly reduce manual errors because the system is going to make sure that those whatever custom fields you plug in will then allow the document to spit out and regenerate as a final document that just needs a couple little pieces of tweaking, and then you're able to file it or do whatever you need to do with it. Send the contract to the client for signature, whatever the case is, all from the case management system. Number six. Number six is going to be billing and financial tracking. A lot of case management systems come with integrated billing and invoicing features. This will allow law firms to track billable hours, expenses, and generate invoices for clients. I'll be so honest with you guys. When it comes to my case management system that I use for my organization, this is like my favorite piece of the puzzle because I can have a lead, convert the lead, and work on things right inside of the case management system. And then when I'm ready to create an invoice, all the entries that I've been accumulating, I can put that together in an invoice and send that over to the client. But to take it a step further, a lot of case management systems integrate with your favorite uh, bookkeeping software. Mine is QuickBooks. I would love to know what yours is, but this case management system that I use integrates with QuickBooks, and that way I start on the invoice within the case management system, but then I send it out for distribution and payment right through QuickBooks because they sync together seamlessly. A case management system is really going to ensure that the accuracy and the timely billing is done for every single matter and every client, and that in turn is crucial for a law firm's financial health. Law firms don't exist without money. Honestly, no organization really exists without money. And being able to keep a real live account of the time that you're spent working on tasks and the time that it takes to complete those things, even for your team, having this in place will ensure that everyone is on the same page when it comes to the billable hour and how much time is being billed for a particular matter. And you're able to have those conversations with your team. And let's really face it here, when it comes to having team members that work for you, this is a great way for you to be able to promote from within and do different things because you're able to see a real life account of how they're tracking and managing their time working on client matters. Point number seven, compliance and security. Legal cases involve sensitive and confidential information. We know this. A case management system often provides security and measures and access controls to protect client data and ensure compliance with data privacy regulations. I can't tell you how many times I've assisted a firm and I have to request certain kinds of documents from a client, and I've had the ability to do that right inside of the case management system and securely send a message to the client to then request that information, and they can securely upload it through the client portal, or honestly, depending on the system that you're using, you can send it to the client as a link. I personally think that a case management system is just hands down a way to ensure that, you know, things are just being handled securely and safely and not jeopardizing the integrity of your firm. All right, the last and final point, and this one I know will have you convinced. You will go out and you will purchase a case management system, or you will get in contact with me and inquire about which case management system you think that you would want to kind of work with, and we can come up with a solution together or do some research to find the system that would alleviate all of the stresses and allow you to conquer the legal world efficiently. Last point though, analytics and reporting. This topic is actually something that a lot of firms don't really utilize. And I don't know if it's because they don't know that it's accessible to them, but it's going to be analytics and reporting. And with the case management system, you have the ability to generate reports and analytics, providing insights that a law firm needs to be able to gauge case outcomes and productivity, and honestly, to kind of have a real life account of the legal firm's performance, right? I want you to know that certain case management systems actually track your ROI. Yes, it tracks your ROI. And it gives you the ability to have a real life landscape of what you've been spending your funds on when it comes to marketing and advertising, and really allow you to identify which solutions were working for you and which ones weren't. If you're spending money on Google Ads, was Google Ads having a return on the investment for you, or was it more on Facebook? Or was it LinkedIn? Or was it some kind of free feature? Or was it a referral? There's really many different ways that it can track that information. You kind of just plug in the information that you want it to have, and then it will take it from there and manage it organically for you. So you technically have the ability to just ensure that you're not wasting your funds in any way, shape, or form, and the law firm is getting the most out of its case management system, as well as the different pieces that they're using to market and advertise the law firm, right? These analytics really just help firms identify areas for improvement and make informed business decisions. Like I said, if you're spending money on Google Ads and it's not having a really high ROI for you, then you can make the informed business decision to part ways with your Google Ads and utilize maybe Facebook ads or LinkedIn ads or even Hulu ads, because Hulu ads is now like the thing. But the long and the short of it is, to wrap it all up in summary, a case management system is a very, 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 very valuable tool for law firms, offering improved organization, time management, collaboration, client service, document management, billing, security, and analytical capabilities. Have I convinced you that you need a case management system yet? If not, it also enables law firms to operate more efficiently, effectively, and professionally, and therefore benefiting both the firm and your clients. Come on, guys. I know I've convinced you, but if I haven't, please definitely leave a comment below and explain to me why you don't think a case management system is the best solution for your firm. And if you do think it's the best solution, I would love to hear what systems you guys are currently using and the ways that you feel like it's working the best for you. Have any of the points that I've discussed today hit home for you? Are they resonating with you? Definitely get in touch with me. Leave a comment below and let me know what your thoughts are. If you would like to hear and see more content like this, definitely subscribe to the channel and like this video, and I will do my best to create more insightful, informative videos for you. Until the next video, have an amazing day, and I will see you in the next video.